Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Great British Beef Farm. However, a little bit of a difference here. We are no longer over on Riverside Farm. It has been great for us. It allows us to build. But as you can see, we're here on Calmsden, and we're pretty much ready to go and build our perfect British beef farm. Now, in front of us here are pretty much all of the bits of equipment and bales that we had collected over our time on Riverside. Now we need to take this over to our soon-to-be-built British farm. But first of all, we need to actually get it built, and we need to get everything in place. I have done a little bit. We've bought some land. We've done a little bit of creative work in Giants Editor to make it look a little bit better. So I think we're ready to go. We finished with everything sold and everything returned that we weren't keeping. Aside from the animals, we're just going to do a bit of a straight swap over with the animals there. We finished with 1.4 million, a little bit over that. And you can see we're now down to £408,000 before we've built anything. So we've still got some money to play with, which is great. So I'm going to take a walk. We're going to go and find our piece of land, and we can get ourselves going there. And then we'll come back and we'll get all this ready to go. So we don't have to go too far to find where we need to be. In fact, you can see right here, we are just down the road from the shop. And this is as far as we need to go, because over this hedge, over this wall, is our field. Now, there are sunflowers in here at the moment. Less than ideal, but we'll cross that bridge. We will get that taken care of. We have bought some land. You can see that we own fields 10, 11, 13, and 41, and we're going to buy field 20, I think, very shortly as well, just to give us a little bit of extra. In fact, let's do that now, just so we know what we're playing with in terms of final funds, because that's quite an expensive piece. My word, is it? Okay, and we'll see how we can get going there. I don't know, I think 41 and 1 are all kind of the local lands that we've bought, but here we go. Here is our farmyard. Now, we have done a little bit of work. We've changed things up a little bit here as well to make this fit what we're going to be doing. However, this is going to be our plot. We have put a wall in, put some hedges in, and we've also made things look just a little bit better as you come through here. We've asphalted the road and put a hedge in there as well. So it all looks quite good. Now we just need to build. Build is the course of the next little while. So we will get going with that, and I have a few ideas of what we want to do and how we're going to achieve it and what it's going to look like. We're utilizing some old buildings and some new just to make it look really good. So let's get this thing going, shall we? Now, first thing we're going to do is jump on down into our construction. There you go. And we are not using the most recent patch. I haven't got around to installing that one yet. I wanted to get this video out earlier, but I was having an issue where I couldn't actually get into the game and had to remove all the shaders and start again. But however, we've done that. We're good. I want this one. I want to stick this along here. This is more decorative than it is. There's a little bit of storage space in there, but it's mainly for decoration. And we're going to stick you about there. Now, that one's in. I have to repaint everything at some stage or another, but that is fine. And this along this side here, I think we're going to store bales in here, is my main thought process. I want to get 2 cattle yards in, so let's look at those now. One of which is going to be the Beauty by Nathan 6930. This new cattle shed really is rather impressive. And we want to stick it somewhere that we've got plenty of space to get in and around. And also, let's start looking like on this side as well. Because there are icons on either side that we need to get to. So maybe that'll give us enough space to get in. And it shouldn't be too close on that side either, but we can maybe go a bit closer. Yeah, okay, that's the only thing we need to, because we need to get right down to that corner there as well, so that's good to know. Let's stick you about there. Wonderful. So now we have a cattle shed. That can hold, I've changed that so it can hold 80 cows in that one. The number that we had to bring over was 140, so we'll have to figure out some of the options for that in due time, but we will. We're going to stick another couple of smaller sheds in here as well. I'm going to stick another cattle shed along here. Now, the only one I could find that kind of fitted my needs was this guy. Let's turn you around. I'm going to stick you. I want to get too close. Let me see here. I want to bring that one a bit further over here. And then that'll give us a bit of wiggle room to play with. And we're going to stick a machinery shed in, we're going to stick a hay shed and a grain shed still as well. So you can go out there. All right, let's see how that looks. I like it. I like it. That'll do. The great thing about Calmsden, of course, is there's a lot more placement sheds that you can add in here and you could use, including this ginormous grain shed that will stick right in the corner. Out there, I would say. That's okay. Yeah, hasn't landed too badly. That'll do. Might need to do a little bit of smoothing out here, but we've kept this higher ground in just because there's a lot to remove there, and I liked having a little bit higher up. Now what we're going to stick into there is the other shed from Calmsden, which is going to be, I believe we're going to try this one for size. Where is my, oh, it's there. Okay, it's going to be just our general machine shed, tractor shed, that kind of stuff. And we can stick this one out there, because then that'll give plenty of space to get into that shed. Perfect. I like that. I like that a lot. And then I fancy having a Dutch barn as well. Let's see what we've got for those options. That one there, for example. And we can just, that'll work. Trim up that shed a little bit. Little bit of terrain tweaking. I'm sure that won't be too much of a problem. And then that will be in place as well. So we'll have a shed there, we'll have a shed there. Alright, let's see if we can just come on into paint. I want to go onto tree planting. Maybe if we go down to paint here. Asphalt, no, I would like, that's concrete, isn't it? Yeah, don't want that. Not even that might do. And then because we've got a lot of bales of hay, as you've seen in on the trailers there. We've got a lot of bales to bring in, so I have to get that done. I want to smooth this out. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and then there you go. Get that all looking the same colour. Alright. We just need to do a little bit more around here. Now I had this where it was all nice and smooth. I'm not sure if it's quite nice now. Just get that lowered down a little bit so it makes it a little bit more friendly to get trailers around that corner. Get them in there. That bit, for example, can be kicked out. Perfect. And then some fences. So yeah, that is the preliminary setup at least. We'll stick some decorative pieces into here as well, because I think we've got quite a few of them, and just to fill up some of these little gaps really. We don't really... Things like this can go about there. Make it feel like it's being used and lived in just a little bit more. So many different placeable options these days that allow you to really customize your own yard, even for without going into GE and taking all those necessary steps. There's just a lot of good options here. I can even stack them up on top of each other. That's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Perfect. So, as I mentioned there, we need to bring in all of our cattle. We need to move across all of our machinery. That is going to take some time, but it is what it is. Fences. So, we will just slowly tick away with that, really. I don't really want a hedge there. We'll prefer... Oh, no, okay, I need to go a fence then. This fenced all the way up to there. Wonderful. All right. And then we've got a little bit of an entrance into a field here. We've got... This field is grass handly by the looks of things, because Lord knows we're going to need some. Need to get... we're bringing a lot of fodder over, but we're going to need a lot more because we're going to have a lot of cattle going here. And then land-wise, that's the next thing that we really need to look into, because sure, we've got this field, we've got this, like, this little paddock here, and then this is not really a very good field, but that's a good sized field there. So we've got enough to start with, but we will need to look at really... being quite intentional around what that next step looks like for us. So that is something we'll have to get to. But for now, we've got the beginnings of our farm in place. So that's rather handy. We've got a gate in the back here, a little bit larger gate that you can get in and out of, and then this little original entrance right here as well. So it's all looking pretty good. Now, we will have to look into getting some machinery over, getting ourselves set up with that machinery, and then we can... see how it's looking. But from a walk around, I like it. I like how it's got the older buildings in. We need to do a bit of terrain work to get that leveled up, but that's not a problem. I like that it's got the like the old stone buildings in, which will still have a use, because let's not forget they are fully functional. So we can definitely store something in there, and then yeah, we'll have lots of cattle in each. What we'll do, I have, is I just check my notes here. So we have 132 cows that we need to bring across. We sold a few. This takes 80, that one takes 40, I think. So obviously that's not quite going to be enough. So we'll probably get a grass paddock in here somewhere as well, just to make up the numbers there. But that is going to be the plan at least. And what I think we'll do is not bring these 80 all in one go. We might bring them in groups of 20 or 30, just so it staggers them out. And means that they won't be all of the same age group, because I think that's going to be very important. But before we do that, we're going to grab some machinery across so we can feed them, we can keep them all going, and we can take it from there. Alright, so first things first, we're in our lovely New Holland here. First load of hay come back over to the yard, and then we will slowly and surely start to bring everything else back with us. Machinery. Next thing we'll probably bring back is we need a telehandler back over there as well, but we're going to have to use that a lot to go to and fro, because we obviously need to load bales up on this side as well. So we'll see. But behind me, well, there's our load of bales. I went 3 high. I don't usually go 3 high, but we've just got so many that we need to shift that I kind of felt like I had no other option. But we'll just take our time. This is not quite all of the bales of hay. We're probably going to make another load of hay from the stuff that we have, the grass that we have in our possession already. And then I'm not sure, I need to figure out what it looks like for the rest of our fields, because we know that we need a lot of fodder. We know that we need to make a lot of fodder from the number of cattle that we've had previously. So we just have to see how that goes. But this is all a decent start. I'm looking forward to getting this built up as well. I think at the moment we'll be doing 1 episode a week on here. Again, with outside work commitments, the quantity of content that we're going to put up there will be a little bit limited, so we might mix it up a little bit here and there. But you know what? We'll just play it by ear, see how we get going. But excited to see what this looks like. Oh boy. No. Don't like you. Don't like that. Don't worry, I'll move, it's fine. You just stay exactly where you are. My word. So we're back on Calmsden farm, it's happened. So I've been in here now for about 30 minutes or so. So it's, you know, still need to get back and reacquainted with it all, if you will, but I'm liking where it's going. I was very interested to build our own farmyard as well. I didn't really want to use any of the originals that we've had, but I think it's going to be a good move. And yeah, looking forward to seeing how we can develop this. Obviously, I think the next step we need to take is more land and really set ourselves up for success there. So we'll have to jump on that as quickly as we can. We've got our own little farm track here. Looking good though, isn't it? Nice to see a good map back in FS25. Stop. Alright, so we'll just swing this into the yard. We'll obviously need to go and pick up the telehandler, and I think we'll utilise the pickup hitch on the telehandler as well, just to bring through as much as we can, because there's a lot of equipment over there that belongs to us, and then we'll see how we get going. Some big sheds here as well. Big grain shed. I didn't put a grain silo in because those sheds would be more than suitable for our needs, but lots of storage space there as well, which is going to be really good. We'll stick this about here, I think. Just look at all the bales we've got to move. This is going to be insane. Now I also need to get through to there. This'll do it. We'll just sneak through here. It's like we've never been here, and then we'll know. We'll also get ourselves set up with the first cattle as well. The first group at least will get brought in, and just so we're happy with having them all in. And we just need to change the finances around, make that work. But we'll do that as I'm veering all over the place here, and then we can start to really get this transformation on the way. So there we go. The first 24 cows are in place. So we need to get them fed, which we will do now. And then we can get the rest of this stacked away, and that is a good starting point, really. Episode 1, we're getting some good progress made. The transition over and the transfer of all of our assets across is going to take some time, but we'll just keep working our way through it slowly but surely. Unfasten, unfasten, unfasten. And actually that one as well. So yeah, there are 24 cows there. That shed actually holds 50, which is rather good. So we'll just, I've done 24 because that's 2 loads of our stock trailer, and then we'll put the other 26 will go on in, and then we will move along from there. But let's get them some bales. Because they're so young still, they will take a while to use all those, but they have them. That's good. And then we can continue just to fill this up and get ourselves going here. So let me know what you think. Let me know what we should add to the farm to make it really look perfect. We, like I say, will continue to take on contracts, build up our revenue again so we can actually add in further land to continue, because the Land prices are always going to be a big thing that's going to take a while to improve upon, but you know, I feel like we're getting there. I believe that's a sliding door there, so we'll just keep the bales away from that side. And then yeah, we can get this all taken care of and we should be looking great for it, I think. Well, that's the hope at least. And then yeah, stack all these in, stack the silage bales in as well. That's going to take a bit of time. I might rent in an auto load trailer just to speed up on one end and to unload them at the other end how we like to, but we've just got to get going with it. We made the decision to make all those bales over at the other end, knowing full well that we'd have to bring them back at some stage, so that's all we're doing here now. There you go. And we're set. So we're going to continue with this. And then that is going to be us pretty much set, and we'll see how we get going. Let me know any thoughts, comments or questions down below. Like I say, we'll try and get updates out, at least one good update a week. As I say, between this and the creation of Farmer Phil's map, that's pretty much going to be all of the content that we'll be bringing out over the foreseeable, but I hope you enjoy it anyway. So let me know your thoughts, feelings and questions down below. I have been Simulation for the Nation. If you've enjoyed this and you got this far and you haven't done so yet, please do consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribing for more, and we will see you all in the next one. Until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, and we'll catch you later.